Italy has held a central role in European art for centuries, boasting a rich legacy of Italian artists who have made significant contributions to our cultural heritage. When prompting someone to identify a renowned artist or iconic artwork, it is quite probable that one of the names or creations from this extensive list would be among the first to come to mind. From the enduring sculptures and historical artifacts dating back to the Roman Empire, to the explosive cultural renaissance of the past and into the contemporary era, Italy's influence on the world of art has been undeniably profound. 1. Leonardo da Vinci. Recognized as one of the most exceptional painters in history, Leonardo da Vinci was a true Renaissance polymath, excelling in a wide array of disciplines, including engineering, science, sculpture, and more. Remarkably, despite only a limited number of his artworks, fewer than 25, having survived the test of time, his paintings stand among the most renowned globally. The Mona Lisa, in particular, ranks as the most iconic portrait ever created, while The Last Supper holds the distinction of being the most widely reproduced religious painting. An intriguing and lesser-known facet of Da Vinci's life is that, despite his worldwide acclaim as a genius, he never underwent any formal education and was entirely self-taught through homeschooling. 2. Michelangelo Morisi da Caravaggio. Caravaggio, the prominent Italian painter of the late 16th and early 17th centuries, is renowned for the profound realism evident in his expansive religious compositions. Having tragically lost his entire family to the bubonic plague during his early years, Caravaggio embarked on his artistic journey as an apprentice at the tender age of 12. His artistic contributions significantly shaped the evolution of Baroque painting methodologies, notably his striking employment of lighting to create dramatic effects. Consequently, Caravaggio is celebrated as a Baroque maestro, and his enduring appeal is underscored by the fact that he continues to be esteemed today, including by Pope Francis himself. 3. Titian. Tiziano Vercelli, commonly known as Titian, stood as a prominent Italian painter of the Renaissance period and is acclaimed as the foremost figure within the 16th century Venetian school of art. His artistic versatility shone through in his adeptness at crafting portraits, landscapes, and compositions encompassing mythological and religious themes. Titian's popularity soared during his lifetime, with Italian nobility, the Habsburg royal dynasty, and even the papal court vying to acquire his artworks. Today, approximately 300 of his masterpieces endure, gracing art galleries and museums across the globe as a testament to his enduring legacy. 4. Raffaello Sanzio da Urbino. Raphael, often referred to simply by his first name, was a renowned Italian painter of the High Renaissance era. His artistic style bore the influence of Leonardo da Vinci, evident in his adept use of dynamic motion and chiaroscuro, which involves striking contrasts between light and darkness in his artworks. Regarded as one of the preeminent masters of the Renaissance, Raphael's creations are celebrated for their impeccable clarity of form and composition. Moreover, his portrayal of the Neoplatonic concept of human grandeur stands as a defining hallmark of his work. 5. Michelangelo di Lodovico Buonarroti Simoni. Michelangelo, widely regarded as the quintessential Renaissance polymath, stands as an iconic figure in the world of art and is one of Italy's most renowned artists. His extraordinary talents encompassed sculpture, painting, architecture, and poetry, resulting in some of the most celebrated artistic achievements known globally. Notable among his masterpieces are the David sculpture, housed in the Galleria dell'Accademia, and his profound depiction of the Genesis narrative adorning the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Interestingly, it may come as a surprise that Pope Julius II initially chose Raphael over Michelangelo, who were rivals at the time, to paint the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Raphael, perhaps hoping to demonstrate his superiority as a painter, convinced the Pope to ultimately commission Michelangelo for the task. 6. Sandro Botticelli. Sandro Botticelli, an Italian painter active during the early Renaissance in the late 15th century, is best recognized for his iconic work, The Birth of Venus. Botticelli's artistic identity sets him apart as somewhat of an outlier in the landscape of Italian art, diverging from the mainstream Renaissance techniques and themes. While many of his contemporaries delved into the pursuit of precision in anatomy and perspective to create realistic pieces, Botticelli charted a different course, embracing a more Gothic style. In this regard, he differed from the prevailing trends of the High Renaissance. Despite these deviations, Botticelli enjoyed considerable popularity during his lifetime, notably earning the admiration of Lorenzo the Magnificent de' Medici. 7. Giovanni Bellini. Giovanni Bellini, hailing from a lineage of painters, is credited with a transformative impact on Venetian painting during the High Renaissance. Intriguingly, during his lifetime, his brother Gentile enjoyed greater acclaim, but the tables have turned, with Bellini emerging as one of the most celebrated Italian artists of that era. In the early stages of his extensive career, Bellini diligently mastered Renaissance techniques. However, he later evolved these methods, establishing his own distinct school of painting characterized by a sensuous and luxuriously colorful style. The influence of Bellini's innovative approach resonates strongly in the works of his pupil, Titian, and his contribution is deemed indispensable to the unfolding narrative of the Italian Renaissance. 8. Artemisia Gentileschi. Artemisia Gentileschi, widely regarded as one of the preeminent artists of the 17th century, was an Italian painter primarily associated with the Baroque style. Thriving in an era when opportunities for women in the art world, or any profession, were severely restricted, Artemisia defied the odds and achieved remarkable success. Notably, she holds the distinction of being the first woman to attain membership in Florence's esteemed Accademia di Arte del Disegno. Her oeuvre predominantly features women depicted in mythological, allegorical, and biblical narratives, and she is renowned for her exceptional ability to render the female form with striking realism. Artemisia's mastery of color, employed to convey depth and dramatic impact, further enhances her reputation as a gifted artist. 9. Donato di Niccolo di Beto Bardi. While his birth name may not be immediately recognizable, it belongs to one of the most celebrated Italian artists in history, Donatello, a pioneering figure in the Italian Renaissance. Donatello, steeped in the traditions of classical sculpture, enjoyed a lengthy and prosperous career, leaving a lasting legacy through his statues and architectural reliefs that adorned Florence. His sculptures are widely regarded as quintessential embodiments of the Renaissance's artistic spirit. Among his illustrious body of work, the bronze David stands out as his most renowned creation. This masterpiece holds the distinction of being the earliest known freestanding sculpture since antiquity and a seminal work that marked the inception of the Renaissance's significant contributions to the world of art. 10. John Lorenzo Bernini. Bernini, celebrated as a great Italian artist, transcends traditional boundaries to emerge as one of the foremost Italian architects of the Renaissance, embodying the essence of a universal artist. Although no paintings attributed to him have survived, he garnered fame as a painter, designer, playwright, city planner, and inventor. However, his sculptural prowess ultimately claims the spotlight, positioning him as the rightful successor to Michelangelo and the key figure attributed to the creation of the Baroque style. Italy is a profoundly artistic nation, and while the masterpieces crafted by its artists can be witnessed in art galleries and museums worldwide, there exists an abundance of extraordinary artworks that are exclusive to Italy. Within the country, one can encounter a rich tapestry of artistic wonders, from frescoes and altarpieces gracing the walls of churches to sculptures adorning buildings and piazzas. The sheer wealth of artistic treasures waiting to be explored is truly remarkable.